Hello and welcome. This is When Simon Met, and this is the second 2000 Trees Festival special. In this episode, we have interviews with Ben Brown, the heaviest band of the weekend employed to serve, who were just incredible, and also LOWLIVES. And I do need to apologise, in the LOWLIVES interview, my microphone cut out for a little bit, so some of the questions are a little bit quiet, but their answers are fine, and that's all that really matters. And let's jump straight in with that interview, shall we? We are still at 2000 Trees and now joined by a band I saw support Alkaline Trio last year. It's LOWLIVES.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Steve.
I'm Jackson.
And we are LOWLIVES. Half of LOWLIVES.
The American half.
American half. Would that be the better half or the worse half? It's up to you to decide.
I think it depends what continent you're on.
It depends the context of the situation. If you're talking about driving around in England, the worst half. If you're talking about eating a good chicken tikka masala, the best half.
The best half, yeah.
That's true. We do that. Yeah, like I said, how the hell are you guys? Like I always say, I always try and make a big deal saying, oh, you should go see the sports, and then like Alkaline Trio playing, they're one of my favourite bands in the world, and LOWLIVES were like, okay, we'll make sure we get down early, and then like blown away by your performance. Like,
oh, that's incredible. Thanks so much.
It was just awesome. I was like, okay, this is why I keep saying it. I was like, I'm glad I'm doing what I say. Instead of just saying it and showing up and everything, but you should show up for the sports, but 100%. Sure. It was Kentish Town last year.
Oh, yeah.
That was a great show.
It was. I mean, how was it supporting Alkaline Trio? Because they are like legends.
They are legends. I grew up listening to Alkaline Trio, and it's kind of one of those things where you always dream of getting to support bands that you love, especially when you're a young musician before you've really toured. I think that there's certain bands like Alkaline Trio and The Used where we've done those tours, and I have to question if I'm imagining it or if I'm actually there in person, getting to watch songs that I grew up with, Private Eye specifically, get to hear it, see it, and then get to know those guys. And they were just wonderful people. They were super respectful. I mean, I know that's funny and weird to say, but we don't ever assume that anyone knows who we are when we get to a place. And so day one, Dan from Alkaline Trio is like, Steve, hey, what's up? I'm like, yeah, Dan, what's up, man? But we don't ever assume whenever we show up somewhere that anyone's going to know who we are. And it's part of it's being humble, but part of it is having the heartbreak of bands. We've all been in a ton of bands. Bands come and they go, and some bands are special and get to hang out for a while, and then some bands, unfortunately, were just really great in the garage. So when we show up to places, we keep that mentality.
And Adam Willard is like one of my favorite drummers ever. So getting to, just hang out with him every day. And then he tour pranked us. I was like, this can't be real. It can't be real live right now.
You're accepted that, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh man, we're in.
And obviously Skiba's a legend as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
Of course.
I don't even need to say that. I don't know. You can strike that if you need to. It's obviously.
Yeah, but so I instantly fell in love with Loser. Like, it's just one of the best songs I discovered last year. It's just anthemic. It's just that sort of perfect rock, big song. I love the energy. It's a great track.
Thank you.
How long ago was that one? How long has that one been in the
I mean, I can remember when we first jammed it for the very first time.
Yeah.
We've had kind of an interesting few years for us because, we were actually on tour in Europe as the pandemic was happening in 2020. We didn't know what was going on. We were talking to our agent at the time. Should we just cut loose and go home? No. Well, we landed right as soon as we landed, our phones connected to U.S. service, and we're like, cool, day after, or literally tomorrow, all international flight is done. So during that time, we started working on what is our album, Freaking Out. And so it's been a few years, and then of course with record cycles and record labels and contracts and all that kind of stuff, we sat on the album for a little bit longer than what we initially would have thought we would. So it's kind of like sitting on a huge secret, and now the secret's out, and it's done really well, and
Yeah, man, I remember whenever they sent us that demo of the song, man, it was, because usually what will happen in our writing process is like Luke and Lee will work on the songs, they'll send them to us, and then we'll, add or, put in input. And I remember whenever those demos came in, I was just like, yes, this is it. This is the one. I know it. I remember texting the guys just being like, dude, this song is so good, man. I'm so stoked. So, yeah, we love playing that one.
It's been fun, too, because a lot of friends, when we're excited, we'll pull our close friends into it and be like, hey, listen to this song that we've got. And so many friends, including our friend Josh, who's out on tour with us, helping us, he heard that song one time and was like, that song is stuck in my head, and I've only heard it once.
It's
so the earworm.
That's it's a good one. We were actually in Vegas when they closed International.
Oh wow!
Yeah, we were.
Oh jeez.
As Trump was doing International airspace, we're like, let's go that was a fun time.
Yeah, for real.
Obviously, you kind of alluded to already, but you were all in like different bands beforehand. So like, how did you all kind of get together? Was it a case of you just all knew each other through the other band? You're like,
yeah.
I've got
I mean,
now, like,
it's been an interesting story on that. I'll let Steve start because he joined the band before I did.
So, we immediately got branded as a supergroup, and it's something that I've personally tried to push back on because that implies like we meant to do that, whereas like we actually didn't. I knew Luke for a long time before, and I've been in a ton of bands. He's been in a ton of bands, and so we always had each other's back. Where it's funny, I remember this. I tried to put Luke into drumming for Ministry. Someone was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Do you want to play drums for Ministry?" He's like, "Yeah, not my vibe." But he actually came and filled in on drums for my old shoegaze band in LA. So we always had each other's backs, and then him and Lee connected organically. Just Brits in LA it was a group of English people that would go to the pub together in Los Angeles, and so they connected, and then they jammed a couple times, wrote some songs, and then he was like, "Oh, I got the guy in mind," and so that's kind of, it was very not like, "Hey, you've been in big bands, and you've been in big bands, and you've been in big bands. Let's all form a supergroup." It was like we all have punk rock ethos. We are doing it the way that we want to do it. Let's see if this works. And then we found Jackson.
And spoiler alert, I have not been in a big band. Yeah, that's right. No, I moved to California from Texas, and I had my band, and we were recording with Bo Burchell from Seosin, and we were recording an album, and I remember one day Bo was just like, "Hey, dude, check out this song, this other band I'm recording right now, they're called LOWLIVES," and he put on Burn Forever, and I was like, "Oh, man, that track's rad, dude." And didn't realize it at the time, but apparently he was doing some matchmaking behind the scenes. And Lee hit me up on Instagram. We started talking about gear and vintage guitars and amps and stuff. And eventually he was like, "Hey, dude, do you want to come like jam with us sometime?" And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." So went and hung out with them, jammed for a day or two, and they were like, "Dude, you want to be in the band?" And I was like, "Yeah."
I think after 2 songs, right?
Well, as they say it, I remember being pretty nervous about it. But
this is going to be quite an interesting question, I think, because I've been asking every band the same question this weekend, which is, what is your favourite small venue in the UK? So it might just be for you, what is your favourite venue you've played in the UK?
I mean,
we played so many different places, like I mean, obviously playing somewhere like an O2 Academy is awesome just because it's such a huge venue. But like, for instance, not last night, but the night before, we played at this place, the Bear Cave in Bournemouth, and yeah, right? I know. It was so punk rock and awesome. And I was just like, that's the kind of, like, I grew up playing places like that, like the tiny places, the places that are just full of people that are just sweating and screaming. And so for me, that's kind of more the vibe that I usually lean towards. Even though playing huge places, I love doing it. It's awesome. It's I never thought I'd be doing it. But that's definitely where I think music thrives, is in those small spaces where you really connect, for me anyway.
I mean, Nottingham Rock City, of course. I still have a
Rock
bruise
City.
on my head from Bournemouth.
Yeah.
I smashed my head off the beam, and I've still got a goose egg right
And now your DNA is there.
Yes, yeah.
You left yourself in Rock City.
That's right.
But places like Think Tank. I mean, honestly, I know the supergroup term, whatever, but we're all punk rockers at heart, and so we connect with the smaller independent venues. We love playing the large venues as well. But it's a different skill, right? Like playing to a few thousand versus 50, you have to adjust yourself, and some of them are more you have to perform for the person that can see you in the back of the crowd versus a venue where it's like no one can see anything outside of the front row. So you're performing to the front crowd. I mean, I think that's an easier place for us to tap into our lizard brain and say, oh, we're punk rock, and so of course the front row is going to get the best show. But for us playing to larger stages, that's something that it takes a minute. It's not necessarily what we came up. I mean, some bands, I guess, come out and fill arenas, day one. But
no shade. That's great for them.
No, of course. Anyone that's doing that, I mean, you're really taking people away from their normal life and taking them into whatever you've built for them. But for the majority of us, all of us, playing those smaller punk rock independent venues, it's very close and dear to our hearts, and.
That's where we grew up.
We enjoy the larger stages, of course. That's fun in its own way, but yeah.
And I love the shout out to Bear Cave because it's a great place.
It's so good, yeah.
And another question I'm asking everyone, which is, what is your current musical session like? Maybe an album or an artist that you just can't take off repeat?
Ooh, man. Right now, I've been listening to a lot of the band My Ticket Home. They've been around for a long time, but they just recently got back together. They started putting new music out, and so I love them. Glassjaw, always on my playlist. Thrice, I'm a punk, post-hardcore, emo guy, so it's all that kind of stuff, But I'd say those are definitely mine right now.
To be completely honest, I've been doing a lot of Kendrick Lamar after the Super Bowl performance. I know it's like the whitest thing an American can say, but I his Super Bowl performance was so punk. It's probably the punkest thing I've ever seen, and so I've been working backwards. But outside of that, I bump a lot of, I don't want to call it world music, but Hai Lung is my favorite artist at this moment. And then old reggae, I don't know. I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
I think
We all are, man.
for me, if it's got more purpose to it, which obviously Kendrick Lamar has a ton of purpose to it, and a band like Hai Lung has a lot of purpose to it, and 70s political reggae has a lot of purpose to it. So I gravitate towards the purpose, not necessarily the genre.
Yeah.
I mean, to Pimp a Butterfly is just...
It's
a
insane.
great album.
It's
a great album.
I mean,
absolutely.
all of it. Money Trees, all day.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. I know we've got to wrap this up, but best of luck tonight.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy Trees. It's just, I love this place so much.
Yeah.
And look forward to seeing you guys again.
I can't wait. The community of people that come to these sort of things are very near and dear to our hearts, and so in a way, it's like I'm just excited to hang with some friends that we've had that are here and make new friends, and any day that we get to do this is really special for us.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly.
I fucking love that. Thank you so much, Steve. Thank you, Jackson. Of course. Absolutely legendary.
Thanks so much.
Cheers. Thank you.
We are here at the final day of 2000 Trees with Mr. Ben Brown.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good, very good. Thank you very much for finding me here and surviving the sun.
Yeah, it's cooking us.
Yeah, it's horrible.
I mean, how was it in the forest stage earlier?
The forest stage is really fun. It's half an hour set, so it's quite a short amount of time. And by the time you get on stage, the adrenaline starts pumping quite a lot. And I went a bit mad at the end and took all my clothes off. So, and someone said, I heard them as I was walking off stage. That was a bit much. Probably was.
That actually doesn't surprise me. And I don't know. See, like, we met for the first time last year. You supported Frank in the 1865.
Yeah.
And we did an interview beforehand. And you were probably the shyest person I think I'd ever spoken to.
Oh, really?
You were quite timid. You were like, oh yeah, just, oh hi, I'm Ben Brown. Like, how you doing? Yeah, it's all good. And then suddenly, put a guitar in your hand.
Yeah, go back
On stage.
It's all,
it was like a madman. I was like, what? This is a different person.
Well, it's all brewing up for that. When you go through life day to day, and I don't know about you, but me, I'm most people I think are quite weird. Well, they're not weird.
Eccentric.
Yeah, well, you have little tics or weird
little
quirks. And but then if you amplify that by standing on a stage, and the adrenaline starts pumping, I just think, just enjoy it, just go with it.
Oh yeah. But like, you were like, yeah, I really hope Frank's fans, like, I can win them over. And then you went out there, you were like, yeah, come on, what are you doing? And everyone was like, all right. For a single man with a guitar, like a single acoustic man, it was like, that was a lot. When I was talking about it, I was like, he makes a lot of noise and chaos for one man.
Yeah, well, if you're gonna, just go all in.
Yeah.
I mean, quite a lot of the acts here, it's kind of like heavy rock, punk type stuff. So it's kind of using, that's my background, is in kind of like experimental punk bands and stuff like that. So I like to bring that energy to the solo show. Who cares, basically? Not who cares, but like, let's go.
Yeah, like who cares if you? Yeah, I know what you mean by that. But like, because that's what you kind of said before, and I was like, okay, because of how you were in that first interview, and how you were on stage, I was so shocked. I was like, it's like you were like, I've got to store every bit of energy, and then as soon as you were like just winding up, and now we release.
Yeah, but it does feel like that sometimes. It's kind of like, slowly trickling on until you kind of release the nitrous oxide.
Yeah. So obviously, it seems like it's been a very fun year for you. I love the way at one point you were like, I'm quitting social media, and then now you're taking over Instagram.
I got so disillusioned a few months ago.
Yeah.
Looking into social media and kind of thinking like, oh man, I don't want to be doing this. And then I had some time off, and now I've just thought, sod it. I'm going in hard. I'm going in really hard.
Yeah, you are.
I've started a TikTok page. I've started a TikTok page where I'm singing a song for every follower, and I'm just I'm letting not the guard down, but I'm like taking the mask off and trying anything essentially, and seeing what sticks, and trying to share more of myself without turning people off.
By turning them on.
And maybe turn them on. Then that's when the OnlyFans page will kick in.
That's when you strip at the end of a gig.
Yeah, that's what I was alluding to there.
Yeah, that's what. Just need it tattooed on you, just a QR code.
Yeah, on the belly, on each one of my breasts.
That would work. So obviously we met at Frank Turner, and obviously you're doing Lost Dealings this year.
Yeah,
that's such a cool event to be doing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's mega. I've heard a lot about it, and obviously I was hoping that maybe one day I would get to play it, and I've been asked. So I think I'm playing there on the Thursday or Friday, and I'm going to be there all weekend. And I really, really cannot wait for that extended weekend.
Yeah, we did Canada last year for Toronto.
Oh wow!
And it was just insane. It's like you just get 4 gigs of Frank, and then there's just like all these cool bands in between. Like, I'll take this.
Yeah, he's like created a whole world.
Yeah, because he can.
Yeah.
But like, another fact as well, I think I spoke to you briefly about this before, but like, obviously you're signed to Extra Mile, and so like, and I just feel like Extra Mile, they seem like the friendliest label. Like, we met a bunch of the people, like Anthea and Danny and Charlie and stuff in Canada, and they just seem to care about music. Like, they just seem to like, we like people, and we just kind of let them do what they want, and that's how things are created. I love that. Yeah,
I mean, you say you met some of the people. That's all of the people.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's that they have other people that they work alongside, but Extra Mile is Danny, Anthea, and Charlie. Yeah, and that's them. So they are really hands-on and personable, and everything that they work with, they're into. And they do kind of they're there for assistance and guidance, and they'll help you out. But they're quite they let you do what you want, kind of thing.
Yeah, which I love, because for music to be authentic, I think you kind of need to give the artist a little bit, maybe sometimes bring them in a little bit.
Yeah. Why not try keeping the clothes on?
That's a conversation you've got to have
on Monday.
Just get a phone call. Ben, we've seen some footage. We don't want to see that again.
Yeah. It was a bit step too far.
But it was warm, you know. But, yeah. So see, as well, you've got a tour coming up as well for yourself.
Yeah, in September.
The closest you're coming to us is Brighton. You're playing Dalton's.
Yeah, where are you then?
Fareham. So
Oh,
Portsmouth, Southampton-y.
Yeah,
That
okay,
way.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, September releasing Coffee and Oranges, so that one a track from my set that I've been performing. I've recorded it with Frank, and that's going to be being released in September time.
Yeah.
And I'm doing a tour of lots of places. Brighton, which is a place that most people know, but I'm playing some other places, like a place called Settle, which I've not heard of before. No offence to Settle, but
Is that in England?
I think it's in England, yeah.
I mean, I didn't do very well at GCSE geography, so that's fine.
No, me neither. I don't think I took it.
But so is that your first? No, you've done a small headline.
I've done a very small headline tour.
Yeah, that was just
4,
after Frank, wasn't it?
Yeah, 4 dates, and in that I was able to explore with more music and a visual show with projections and videos made around my hometown. So when you come to this gig in Brighton on the Coffee and Oranges tour in September, October, you will see myself playing songs and then video projections of me filming things around where I live.
So you made a whole little experience.
Yeah, it's like a multimedia experience because as a headline act, you're given that liberty to explore
A little bit more.
Yeah, which was really exciting on that first 4 dates of the headline tour. So I'm happy to expand on that.
So how many dates are you doing this time round?
I think it might be 10 maybe, so it's a bit longer.
Yeah. Out on the road properly, out on the road.
Yeah. God, I hope my car has been playing up quite a lot. I think the injector needs doing, but I keep tipping that fuel injector cleaner in there and being like...
I wouldn't ask me, I have no clue.
Yeah, no, me neither.
It turns, it goes.
Yeah.
It's making noises, it still goes.
Yeah, it smells. Keep driving.
It still goes.
It's just a little fire.
Fire never hurt any car, I think. But yeah, so it seems to be like a really exciting time for you. I know, like when you last year, when you just started doing this solo stuff, you kind of went, I was going to see where it takes me, and it seems to be going quite well from the outside. Look, it seems to be doing what you wanted to do.
Yeah, I'm reaching more people. What I'd like to do is I'd like to kind of keep building my audience so that I became rich.
I mean, I like that goal.
Well, I mean, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but it'd be nice to I want to keep building it so that I can afford to have my car fixed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, with that in mind, that's given me the reason why to kind of unleash on Instagram, unleash on TikTok, and basically
Embrace.
take my clothes off and embrace the world.
Yeah. Well, that's what we.
And that'd be my advice to anyone.
Yeah, just do it because you can.
Yeah, just go mad. YOLO.
Yeah. So, obviously, we've got the tour. We've got 18. We've got Lost Evenings. And obviously, Coffee and Oranges is coming out. Is that kind of your year kind of wrapped up for now? Like, also, I'm guessing a few more festivals over the summer.
A few more festivals, the tour, and then I'm playing like a hometown show on the 5th of December in Manningtree, England's smallest town, in my local pub. And then next year will be more new music and then touring again. Hopefully we kind of moving into Europe and stuff like that.
That's cool.
Hopefully.
I love it. It's building organically. It's the best way to do it.
Yeah. I mean, you do see lots of acts out there who kind of paying for engagement and clicks and getting people on their page, but yeah, just slowly, relentlessly building it up.
Right, so there's a couple of questions I've been asking every artist this weekend.
Oh my word.
Which is, what is your favourite small venue in the UK?
My favourite small venue in the UK. What capacity size?
It doesn't particularly matter.
Okay.
3.
3.
My lounge.
Yeah. Public toilets, Manningtree. My favourite small venue. Favourite small venue would have to be the Colchester Arts Centre. I think it's 400 capacity. So it's not small. I'd say it's like mid.
That's about right.
Yeah, and it's an old church, and it sounds wonderful. And I've got loads of memories of seeing gigs as a young person and playing really exciting gigs there.
Yeah.
As a person that isn't young.
Yeah. But I like this. Every artist I've asked has given a different answer, and I'm loving it.
Oh, cool.
There's loads of different answers. Everyone knows, no, this is the best place. I love this.
It'd be really weird if everyone said the public toilets Manningtree.
Although everyone has said that, but they've also given another answer.
Yeah.
And then I'm asking everyone as well, what is their current favourite musical obsession? Someone you've recently, maybe somebody you've just discovered, like even an old artist you've discovered and gone, wow, I can't take this off repeat at the moment.
That's a tougher one. My favourite musical obsession. Oh my god. I don't know if I should say this one. Do you know what Italian brain rot is?
No.
So I work with kids like in my day job, and one of them showed me something called Italian brain rot, and they're all these ChatGPT generated characters, and there's like a lore behind all of them, like a history of them. It's all nonsense.
Yeah.
But some of them then have theme songs as well. So there's one which is like the evolution of like patapim, and he's this kind of like thing with a big nose with like grass on his head, and it's like patapim, 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 and then he grows up and he's like patapim, 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 patapim. So that was my obsession. Italian brain rot theme songs was my obsession for last week.
That is the nichest answer we've had. I think that will be the niche answer we have all weekend. I'm liking that. Yeah, thank you so much. Hopefully we should be seeing you in Edinburgh Lost Evenings. And yeah, enjoy the rest of Trees.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
My beard's getting together.
Yeah. It's come to that time of the weekend for our final interview. And they say leave the best to last, which I think we may be doing with Employed to Serve.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm glad to be your last, the closer. Hope I don't fail.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, I've been very excited for this interview for a very long time, purely because I think Sun Up to Sundown is possibly the greatest riff in the last 20 years.
Oh,
it's
well, thank
just
you very much.
like every time I hear it, I'm like, yeah. And then when you played it, I was like,
Hell
yes.
yeah.
Like,
I mean, you can tell we are new metal fans.
yeah, there is a groove to it. But I was, because we were doing some interviews, and then I was like, I need to go see Employed to Serve, and I came down, and you just went, and this one is Sun Up to Sundown. I was like, perfect timing.
It's like it was meant to be.
Yeah, it was a great show. I mean, how was it? It was extremely hot for us in the crowd. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it was. The heat is definitely a challenge. I mean, like, we're not built for this. Like,
No.
this is not our climate.
Yeah.
This is weird. But yeah, like, it was wonderful because, like, yeah, it's like not what's the word? Strictly a metal festival, so it's always
Yeah.
a bit like, oh, are people going to be up for this? And yeah, like the crowd were incredible, and we were lucky enough to have the shade on the stage because usually it's just like sun. So yeah, that's nice.
I did love the fact you managed to get a wall of death. You actually managed to get the crowd moving to the point where they would do a wall of death. I was like, that's impressive, because most people, you're like, that's too hot, I'm not moving. I'm in my spot.
No, I'm with those people. So don't spread it around, but I would not move in this heat. I barely moved on stage. Like, every time I did, I was like, double vision. Let's deal with you. But yeah, no, they were awesome. Like, yeah, it was really fun. Like, I hope we put on a good show.
I think that shows just the energy that people were getting from you, the fact that they were willing to. And there was a circle pit bridge every time as well. I was like, it's good going.
Yeah.
You're getting the crowd going in that heat. That's impressive.
I hope they stayed hydrated with beers and water for sure. Like, yeah.
So this isn't really a question, but I have just written down Aussie, because I know you were at the final
Yes.
Black Sabbath show.
I was lucky enough.
Yeah, we were there as well.
Fuck yeah.
And it was like the greatest metal gig of all time, pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah?
Oh, yeah, like I was like tearing up like numerous times, being like, I am in the house of so many like legends that like have like shaped, you know, realistically my life. Like I literally have been listening to metal since just like, you know, as young as, I don't know, 10 years old. And yeah, like it was just a real special occasion, and I felt like it was a real celebration of heavy metal.
Yeah.
It was nice.
So besides obviously Ozzy and Black Sabbath, who was your favourite band?
Alice in Chains and Gajura, easy.
Nice.
Yeah, like Gajura is like, so Gajura, like obviously, like not only were we lucky enough to like tour with them for like 2 months, but also like I've been a huge fan of that band since 2005, since Master Series came out, and I'm just like, yes, like finally there's a new wave of like heavy metal who have like kind of reached that line, because like fucking love like Metallica and all those bands, like got big respect for them, but it's like you need metal to carry on for when they retire, like, you know, it's you need someone like that the younger generations can like look up to as like their Metallica, and I'm like, I want that for them, because they're such a hard-working band, they're insanely talented, and they're nice. So yeah, it's just really nice, awesome. And also Alice in Chains, like I got into grunge before I got into metal, so that was a special one. They played wood, so.
See, I class you guys as the future of British heavy metal. I really think you are.
thank you.
Like, out of all the bands, every time I see you guys, I'm like, yeah, they're special. Because when we saw you at Green Store in Brighton, Green
Oh, hell
Door
yeah,
Store,
I love that venue.
That was insane. It's such a small place, and then you just coming out the riffs.
See, the cobbled, like kind of standing area where it's the ankle twisters. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was stood there for some. I noticed there's a little wall at one point because I kind of almost went over. I was like,
oh yeah,
there's a wall there.
That was the backstage you were falling into. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. But yeah, so obviously we've had the new album, which is amazing.
Thank
Fallen
you.
Star. How was it working with the likes of like Will Ramos and like Jesse from like Killswitch? Like just incredible names to get on an album.
Dude, it was awesome. Like, I just love meeting other people who in bands who are just as stoked as I am to love metal and, you know, just be just jazzed. Like, because I find it a real shame when you like hear or meet bands where they're just a bit jaded and it's a bit over it and it's not for them anymore. Which I get because it's like, you know, it's time consuming. It's like a lot. You put a lot into it. So I just love it. Like when other people are just like nerds. And like I feel like they are as well, like in the nicest way. I'm a nerd as well. Like I just love it. We like realistically, we all got bullied in school. You know, we were all the weird ones who like metal and all that. Like so, it's just nice seeing other like-minded people who are like stoked to be in a band, really talented. Yeah. So yeah, it was a real privilege, and it was really special to get Serena Cherry on our track as well because we toured with them 10 years ago. Well, shit, it's like, sorry, I keep swearing.
That's fine.
My mother will be appalled. Last year was like 10 years when we first toured together, so we've been like friends through this for 10 years. And it's just like, it kind of shows like how, like, as great this is for making friendships. It's like, for example, Josh from who's in Palm Reader and is now in Vower. I went to, you know, similar schools to him. Like, I saw his band when he was like 14. Like, it's just nice, like, I like it. It's a lot of community.
Yeah.
It's nice. I just rambled, sorry.
No, that's fine. I like it. But so you did mention new metal. Well, I grew up in new metal. I was like, when Hybrid Theory came out, I was like 12 or 13. Like I was like peak time for new metal.
Yeah.
Like, so I can talk about new metal pretty much forever.
Me too.
What is your favourite new metal band?
Oh, Korn. Yes. It's really like, so it's really hard. So my big ones are Slipknot, Korn, and Deftones.
Well, I would say they're the big three. If you call it new metal.
Yeah, like there are big three, and the big four would also be, I don't know, because I feel like I want Lamb of God a bit more like, yeah, I don't know. It's hard though because there's different stages, right? So I have different listening stages. So I had like my sort of first foray into this, like the heavier, like the darker stuff, was Slipknot, Korn, and Deftones.
Yep.
And then it went Bullet for My Valentine, Killswitch Engage, and Lamb of God. So like I have 6 that I'm just like ride or die, my boys. Like I love them. They don't know me, but like they're my boys. They just don't know it yet.
I'm gonna make this more difficult then. So we're going to do a Mount Rushmore of new metal. So you can only have 4.
Yeah.
Who are you putting up there?
Okay, so Korn, Slipknot, Deftones,
It's going to make the 4th one hard.
Killswitch.
Sticking with Killswitch.
Yeah, and one more. Who's my one?
Yeah.
I'm not going to pick that one because I can't pick between 2. I'm going to go for Give You 5. There we go.
Fair enough.
I'm going to break the mold. I can't. I literally couldn't choose between them. Yeah, because Bullet were another one, and Trivium. I literally every time I literally speak about these bands, I'm like, oh, it's like the Ascendancy album by Trivium. There's just so much good music about. It's just hard to like.
And then also,
pick your
we probably need to chuck in Machine Head there at some point.
Yeah, Machine Head, Sepultura. I mean, like literally, you getting on that way. Fear Factory.
Oh, Fear Factory.
Soulfly, Limp Bizkit.
Oh yeah.
Fuck Limp Bizkit and Linkin Park as well. This is what I mean. It's like it's a good time.
It was. I love the fact that it came out when I was the right age for picking my own music.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is me.
Yeah. That's it. That's why I like it. So like people love to sort of like say new metal like as a dirty word. It's like no, like wear that with pride because like at the end of the day we were like too young to like really appreciate like Iron Maiden, Metallica, Judas Priest. Unless you had an old like a parent or like an older brother or something who was like dead into it. Like that was your like they were your Metallicas.
Yeah.
And like it's only latterly that I've gotten into like the sort of like you know your Metallicas, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne. Because you like when you're like a teenager, you don't care. Like they don't represent you because they're like older. So, yeah.
Because I started off with like Blink and Green Day and stuff, and then Scuzz was on.
Yeah.
And then I started getting into like the heavy stuff. And Linkin Park, where like they were like my sort of gateway drug into like really heavy riff. Well, I thought they were really heavy. I was like, they're really heavy, and then I was like, oh, there's a whole world behind these guys.
It. Well, so I got into it through rap. So I was really into Eminem and like 50 Cent and Jay-Z, and I still like love R&B, and like I love like checking out all the new records. So when was it Jay-Z and Linkin Park did Reanimation?
The Collision Course.
That's it. Yeah.
Yes.
And like so that happened, and I got into Linkin Park, and then through that Limp Bizkit, and then it just sort of opened up metal for me. So like
I love the rap element, and I think early 2000s Eminem just kind of fitted into the rock world.
Eminem was just like, it was basically Ipecac Records, isn't it? Like just like shaped the 90s, you know.
I really wanted at that point Slipknot and Eminem to do a song. It would have just like blown up. It would have destroyed you metal.
It would have been crazy.
It would have just ended it. I'm asking a couple of questions to every single band this weekend, and one of them is, what is your favourite small venue in the UK?
Blackheart, Camden. They're my people. Like I'm there like most weekends. I love they've got good beers, they've got great bands. It's sort of like, I feel like it's our St. Vitus from the one in Brooklyn. I think it's closed now, sadly, but yeah, it's fucking rad. Like they play like awesome music. They've got like loads of there's like, they really like give a leg up to bands, I think, as well. And like all the great bands start there, and that's where I like to be.
I love that. And then the final question is, who is your current musical obsession? Could be somebody you've recently discovered, doesn't matter if they're old or new, or like even an old album, a new album. Like, who are you currently going, this is on repeat?
What is on repeat? I think it's like, I know it's cliche, but like Black Sabbath and Ozzy Osbourne, because until like I was threatened with the fact that it was their last.
Yeah.
I didn't really like. I always listened to them, and I always knew the tracks and things.
Yeah.
But I didn't really appreciate them for what they were until I was threatened with the fact that this is their last.
This is
like
it.
Hurrah, you know. And I was like going back and seeing like all the bands that they influenced. Like, you know, when Tony Iommi had. Was he like lost the tip of his, I'm probably butchering this, so soz, but like he just lost the top of his finger whilst working in a factory and had to like add that like extra bit. Like that's why they're down tuned. It's like, you know, it's like wow, like they're so like prolific, and it was really cool.
I love that. Thank you so much. I was really looking forward to this, and it has lived up to the expectations, and it was amazing, and I'm already looking forward to seeing you again at some point, because I love you guys. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Hell yeah, dude. Thank you so much. Let's go.
Awesome.